afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Wednesday, August 20, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We'll be having a time for change call tonight after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be talking about, there's a lot of confusion about the financials. There's a lot of disinformation being pumped out there. We're going to square it away. The miracle is that as you awaken, so too does the whole universe. They're Billiat. This world has a natural order and perfection within it. You want to make sure that you're in a comfortable position. No outside distractions. Relaxed into your body. Focused on your breath rising and falling. Now, this is a divinely orchestrated universe. And it's easy to see, feel, and experience when you simply focus your attention in its direction. And as we all know, what we put our energy on grows stronger. The more you take time to look at the beauty and the perfection around you, the more you'll see, feel, and experience this awesome divine energy that is within all beings and things on this planet. It's not your mind that stops you from perceiving the divine in every experience, being and thing. The mind tends to complain about things that it perceives as bad or wrong. Because these things are not in alignment with its plans and expectations, the mind would like everything to go according to its agenda and can think it is the supreme ruler of its universe. Truly, it has no idea how your whole life is going to look once it is finished. Now, while the mind may grumble and get upset about certain experiences, you can always step back from the mind, see the gift in every perceived negative event. Wherever there is an open mind, there is the possibility of seeing the positive within everything. By looking at any event with humility and a long, deep, quiet curiosity, the perception pendulum inside the mind will swing from negative to positive. And with enough childlike innocence and courageous introspection, you'll start to comprehend that everything happens for a bigger purpose. This reason is not always evident at first, yet each event is always created by an all-loving, intelligent universe that is helping you to live your life's mission all the time, 24/7. Never ends. It's never gone. Never takes a break, period. Now, if this life that we're all in now were a big, beautiful puzzle, the mind would only be able to perceive one piece of the puzzle and not the entire assembled masterpiece. One piece is all it can perceive. The conscious mind isn't big enough to comprehend how all of the pieces of this deeply complex universal puzzle of life all fit synchronistically together. And only when the mind drops can any of us catch a glimpse of the bigger picture. Only when it is one with this universe will it truly understand and comprehend and see this perfection everywhere, all the time. Now, this universal grand design is already perfectly in place. All the pieces of this mysterious puzzle are exactly right, even if the mind judges them not to be. The perceived imperfections that you see are actually your path to freedom. You see the purpose of the mind is to continually grow, open, learn, and expand to the point that it realizes it is one with the universal mind. And the mind creates misperceptions just so it can one day know that perfection truly is and really appreciate it, what perfection truly is. We really don't know what love is until we've experienced the loss of love. Everything has its opposite to give us contrast so that we can have many different experiences to learn and grow from. Now, it often gets in the way of us seeing and knowing that this perfection is all around us. It believes it is solely responsible for managing your entire world. And that if one little thing is not right, throws a huge raging fit, tends to think that it's the general manager of the universe. If your world does not seem perfect to the mind right now, take a giant step back from the mind. This will help you to experience a more universal perspective. And once you get even a tiny glimpse of this awesome divine holographic conscious matrix, the mind will be humbled, relax a bit, and start to see more of the divinity in everything. Now, this is it's kind of an exercise that you want to do. It's like, take the next week of your life to drop the critical, analytical, judgmental mind and notice the divine perfection within everything and everyone. We invite you to spend your time looking for how perfect and utterly amazing this world is exactly as it is. That'd be tough for some people because of what they perceive and what they see with the mind. When we wake up in the morning, and when you wake up in the morning, start with noticing the perfection of the habit of your mind. What is it typically thinking about and attempting to create in your life? Be curious and accept whatever it is doing. Don't forget it. Just see what it is, that it is perfect. Then get out of bed. Take a look at yourself in the bathroom mirror. See the perfection of this divine soul in a physical body looking back at you. Then notice the perfection of the weather. No matter what it is, whether it's super hot, freezing, or raining, proclaim this too is perfect. While at work, notice how others are absolutely perfect just the way they are, especially if you do not like them. Notice how perfect this job is for you. Or, if you're unemployed, notice how being free from work is exactly what you needed to manifest this new amazing career that is coming your way. Let your every experience be perfect and unfold exactly as it will. Now, for ego mind, that's not going to happen. It won't. It will not happen. This is why you have to step away, embrace the heart-mind, and stay in the now. Then you can look at all of this, like I just shared with you, as perfect. All of it. When eating a meal, notice the perfection of the food. While you are driving, focus on how perfect it is if someone cuts you off in traffic. Or if there is a traffic jam 25 miles long. See the perfection in your children, partner, or housemate. At the end of the day, bathe in the deep knowingness that all is divine. Just spend all your time exploring the feelings in your body, mind, and heart that everything is perfect and exactly as it should be. Notice how different you feel after spending the day acknowledging the perfection in everything. You will see that this habit creates a new perspective on this life that does something very magical to your entire being. It allows the mind-body to let go, come to a deeper sense of peace and trust. And when you trust this universe, your ability to manifest your desires dramatically increases. Okay? When you trust this universe, your ability to manifest your desires dramatically increases. You start naturally sending out a higher vibration of energy that attracts to you what you desire. Let go of the mind and start enjoying the perfection that is around you, from the smallest flower to the tallest skyscraper. Now that goes, we all have different perceptions through the mind and ego, and looking at it from this perspective, you would have to step away from the ego mind. You wouldn't be able to do it through the ego mind, because it would intervene. Oh, how could you even think that being over there is perfect? Oh, they're horrible, blah, 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 blah. So if you detach, in a way, from ego mind, and you embrace heart mind, then you can look at everything as perfection. Perfect exactly the way it is. This planet, this world, perfect exactly the way it is. Right? What does that do? Well, it negates all the subterfuge, all the crap, all the garbage that we facilitate with ourselves and our perspective of out there and what we see, view, take in. All of it. Okay? It's like night and day. Okay? Day is the heart mind, night is the ego mind. Ego mind can be spooky, distrustful, unappreciative, ungrateful. I mean, a lot of those things, see? Which is the opposite of what we are, who we are. But yet we practice it throughout life, after life, after life, after life. And it's all about eliminating the cycle of that. This is the spiritual transition of this population of planet Earth, this species. It is a choice right now to make. And one might ask, well, how many of us throughout the ages have done this? Not many. You'd be surprised. You could, a handful. Well, and one might say, wow, only a handful. Where does that leave us? As open and free as you could possibly be. It isn't about what others have done. It's about what you do. What you decide. And you don't have to go to a mountain in a cave and sit with a guru for years. It's you. It's communicating with the God that you are within that body and knowing that you are the God. Knowing that you're deeply grateful for the body to carry you, to experience and use the body as an supercharged manifesting machine. We are omnipotently powerful, supreme, manifesting, abundant beings that do not die. Right? That's what we are. We're never born. Okay? The body's born. We're not born. We're always. We're forever. People get that confused because it says, well, I was born. You weren't born, the body was born. To give you the opportunity to experience material physical world. And with that, what we inherit, all of us, is as time goes by and as we're educated through different directions, we pick up distrust. Right? In fact, we don't even trust ourselves, let alone anything outside of us. Because what? Of experiences that we've held on to. And we've held on to a lot of different experiences that we accumulate. And because of ego mind, they dictate to us. And they influence our decisions. Right? So they influence our decisions. And so we make those decisions. And it keeps us in a flux. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it is a positive because it teaches us and we experience. And then we know the opposite of that is peace, tranquility, benevolence, joy, bliss, happiness, contentment, trust, faith, confidence, all those things. Now, would we have that, or would I be sharing this right now if we didn't have that comparison? Probably not. We wouldn't know the difference because we had not had any experience or exposure in material physical life to know the difference between hate and love, truth and lie. Would we? And we follow ourselves. We see, you don't follow anything but you. You follow you. You follow the God that you are. The advice, the direction, the feeling in the gut, in the heart. Where one might say, "Whoa, this is wonderful, fantastic." You say, "No, it's not for me. It's not for me. I don't care to engage it." So, then it's not for you, and you made that decision, and you move on. Someone else might say, "Well, this is perfect for me. I'm going for it." That's them. Right? You don't have any regrets that they're doing that. You're not, because you're not there with it. There's a certain, it's a higher self, however you want to describe it. The God, the source, it's a feeling that you get. And I'm not talking about fear, okay, and courage, but you just know. You just know. That's it. There's nothing that could come in to shift that. You know what I mean? Me, with everything that I have committed to on this planet for years, been presented with a lot. I shared some of it with all of you. And there's things that you just inherently know, deep within you. The direction, the mission, the applications. You're not concerned about all the other stuff, which most people do. They get absorbed into it. Your only position is to stay in the now and be in the now. And that the universe will bring things all together in its time frame. Period. This is where your faith, trust, and confidence comes in with yourself and the universe. It's a big difference when that's not the case and you're relying on ego mind. Wow, that's a whole different can of beans. Someone from outside tries to convince you all of a sudden to change everything, right? Okay. We know change is an illusion. And you don't have that feeling that, yeah, let's just footloose, fancy-free, carefree. And I know that a lot of you have experienced similar things. That you have a specific direction, organization, application that you must follow. You can't deviate from it because it's the directive. And from time to time, I will get people that will want to just come in and just dictate and redirect and readdress everything, all across the board, not taking in consideration any kind of compassion or passion or anything, okay, which is, okay, questionable. So, in this life, because this is the life we are experiencing right now. We aren't experiencing, life in general. We're experiencing this life. And every life is different because of the amount of experience and interface and action that we have. And our belief of being in heart-mind in the now is paramount. And actually, you believe it, but be it. You hear me talk about it a lot because it is the survival of this species on planet Earth. That direction is the survival of this civilization. Okay? You really want to know? That's it right there. Now, if people continue to live in ego mind, they won't be here. That's the bottom line. We, and this might sound strange, we have outgrown ego mind. Yet now imagine this, we still allow it to control, master us, direct us, manipulate us throughout each lifetime. We know what it is. See, that's the interesting part. I don't believe any of you or anybody that listens to this meditation doesn't know what it is. That's a good thing. We know what it is. We know what it does. We know its personality. We know its chemistry. We know the trouble it can get us into. We know the anger, the pain, the suffering, living in the past or living into the future, but not the now. That's all ego mind. Now, the good thing is that we've experienced it more than once, many times, throughout the ages. And is it a negative? No, it isn't a negative. We create that illusion to experience it, to master it. And what I've been doing in these meditations is guiding people to real simply how to master it. Okay? Is it a challenge? It's probably the biggest challenge that any of us would choose to embrace. To leave ego mind and to embrace heart mind and the now. We leave yesterday and tomorrow the suffering, because in ego mind you're always going to suffer, always, period. Okay. In heart mind you don't. Huge difference. See, that's what shifts the planet's energies, frequency. Shifts it all. Constantly. This is why you see so much surface tension on this planet. Surface tension. You know, manipulation, deceit, dishonesty, all the information. I will guarantee you that 99.999% of the information that you listen to out there is not truthful. So you get that fraction that's still there that is truthful. Because you know why? Everybody perceives in their own way. Everybody supposizes, guesses, orchestrates, arranges, tries to fit the puzzle pieces into place. But the key is authentication, verification, and confirmation. Those three words. Okay? Now, nothing, when you perceive something in ego mind, you're looking at it and you say, oh, well, you're either going to believe it or not. That's it. Okay? And this is where we get caught up in the crap, because we stick our foot in there and we get sucked in. And believe you me, I get enough letters from people that have far out questions because they're so confused. And everything, well, I saw this and I saw that, and is this true, is that true, is this true, is that true? And I'm not one to sit there and say, oh yeah, I know everything. I know everything that's true and everything that's not. Not by far. But there are certain frequencies that you carry with you that you can pick up things. It's kind of a cross reverberation, okay? And you can tell by your frequency vibrating with something whether or not it's a great fit. You get excited and you're enthusiastic. Or the opposite. So it teaches us. We are students of the gods that we are. Okay? We are students of the gods that we are within these bodies. And when we finally recognize the fact that we can create anything and manifest anything through heart-mindedness and the now. We know much about the ego mind and where that takes us. Frustration, disappointment, suffering. And it does. There's no debate. It's absolute. And unfortunately, the ego mind dwells on the negative. And that's why it's so tough for a lot of people to switch to the positive, because it fixates on the negative in many situations, so that you focus on the negative, on what you don't want. Why do you think that is? That's because of the influence of the ego mind. It influences you to focus on what you don't want. And most of us, the majority of us, don't even know that. They don't have a clue. Okay? It's been reported that I guess the Z generation is returning, is moving towards religion. You see how we repeat things? Instead of moving towards spirituality, they're moving towards religion. It's a repeat. Another generation being bamboozled into religion, which gives you the impression that everything is outside of you. And the opposite is true. People say, well, I'd like to change the planet and have things peaceful and everything. Then you begin by doing that with yourself. You begin by doing that with yourself. That's how you do it. That's how it starts. You practice with you. Okay? You embrace these things. It takes courage. Not saying it doesn't. And there's times where you'll fall down and slip back into that ego mind, and you'll move out of it. And see, we stay away from the storm. Stay in the center, which is you, the God, within. You stay away from the storm. Most people won't do that. They get right in the storm, and they're sucked right in it. And they can't see the forest through the trees because so much information, which is disinformation, which is not truthful, is flowing everywhere, every direction. People's different perceptions, attitudes, ideas, belief mechanisms, the whole 9 yards. Flying around out there just like a huge storm all around you, and you're in the center, where it's peaceful and quiet. So it's your choice. You visualize, those of you who visualize, do you really, truly, knowing pretty much what that is out there, want to step into it? Or do you prefer to be in silence and quiet, in the center of the storm? That's a choice. I don't know who would step into the storm, but the majority do. Maybe it's exciting, adventuresome from their perspective. But all it does is miscombobulate, influence, redirect you, right, and actually control you. This is why we have so many on this planet that are so misinformed, but believe it. Have they embraced the God that they are? Not even close. Not even close. In fact, close doesn't exist. It's so far apart. Even though they're always connected. But to discover it and embrace that and accept it is a huge void. Huge. Now, you all see it every day. You see it every day. And there's times with the ego mind you want to judge, you want to comment, you get upset. I know people that are upset all the time because of all the stuff that is happening on the planet. And they actually burn themselves out because they're so distraught and they're so disgusted and so upset and so worried. And it's all for naught. Because all that energy should be put to them. They should be, in the now, working on the now, being in patience and tranquility and peace with themselves, and choose to be happy, period, whenever they choose to be happy, without any catalyst or primer or something that would spur it. And this is how it works. It's like someone says, well, I would like it to go away. Step away from it. Look at it from the outside in rather than from the inside out. Don't judge it, just view it. Embrace the now. Focus on the now, moment to moment. I remind myself all the time, this is the now, you're in the now. Don't wander off into tomorrow or an hour from now or a day from now. Focus just on this moment. And I am in deep gratitude for this very moment. It shifts the energies and frequencies. Okay? You're not oblivious. Okay? Don't get me wrong, you're not just ignoring everything, but you're viewing it from a watcher's or viewer's standpoint, non-judgmental, true heart-mind, through the now, and that's it. You're not, depicting, analyzing, dissecting, pulling apart, all of it. You're not doing any of that. That's ego mind. So you're in heart mind, and that's where people begin to stay in heart mind, in the now. You don't see the people in the now running around, planning this, trying to get this going, that going, this going, that going, this going. The ones that really get a lot done are the ones in the now. The universe assists and manifests things that you ask for, without worry, without stress, without fear, with confidence, faith, and trust. I'll join you in a meditation. I'll return to close this out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body, focused on your breath rising and falling. You are divine, loving inspiration in action. Feel this natural enthusiasm within you for life. You are still alive. Let it be expressed. Celebrate this boundless love by making the choice today to be spontaneous. Let go of your attachment to all of your predictable plans and just be radically, wildly, absolutely, totally free. Just because it feels so good. We never know how much time we have left on this planet. Do not think, just go for it. This universe is right behind you. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. And we will return here tonight, Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, a little after 9:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our Time for Change call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times, no matter what's going on within you or outside of you. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times. Open your heart and allow the magic to flow in.